score this just through the skin and a little bit into the meat, so that I can fold this over. And it's going to look kind of like a steak, but I won't have that big bone running through the middle. So I'm going to gently butterfly this. All the way through. All the way through on that side, and then just gently on this side. And what I can do is, I've got something that looks kind of like a steak. Okay, so we'll do that for our recipes, and then we'll be able to grill these off. It'll look the same, but then we won't have to come out at the end. Did you read the recipe? It said like remove the middle bone, and that's just not very practical. So we'll do a quick butterfly on those, and you guys will have nice steaks. If I wanted to, I could remove the skin in the same way. Get rid of the fin first. So I make a very small incision here at the end. Once again, my knife, once I get going here, my knife is going to move up and down, and I'm going to pull the skin.
What kind of knife do you got? That one right there?
Just a small scimitar. You get fillet knives. You can go like to a Big Five or something, and they sell fishing knives for like $20. If you want just a small, tiny fillet knife. You want something with a little flex to it that's sharp, got a little bend in the kind of like a bony knife, but larger.
You say that one's a scimitar?
Scimitar, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it shouldn't be a whole lot of flesh on there. This is perfect. That's what you're looking for. That's not poorly done. Okay, sometimes people do that and they go, "Oh, I left skin." No, that's not skin on there. That's just a little bit of a film, and that's a good thing. That's what you want. So I would come back, make sure I got all those scales off of there, and then what I could do is just cut it. Typically about 6-ounce fillets is what you're going to do in a restaurant. So I would cut that into 6-ounce fillets, and that would be ready to go. So salmon is one of the fish. You could decide if you wanted to leave the skin on. You can do crispy skinned salmon. You can take the skin off and just do fillets. You can do the butterfly technique I showed you, so you get something that looks like a steak. What else could you do? If you're doing smaller portions, what I would do is cut it down the middle here, down this white thing you see here, so you get a little bit longer piece. Something else I want to show you with fish. So fish is a big meat you definitely want to cut on a bias. It's going to look like more meat. Okay, I can cut a piece of fillet like this. Okay, I got maybe a 4 or 5 ounce fillet there. Or I can cut a piece of meat like this. Same amount of meat, looks like more. Right? Same thing here.
That's cool.
On a bias. Once again, still 4 ounces. Looks like a lot more fish because I cut it on an angle. That's very, very important when you're dealing with fish. Quite often you'll see it like this, and then I can still go grill it like this. It looks like a 6 or 7 ounce cut. Really, it's more like 4 or 5. I might got a little bit extra because of this tail piece, but it's about the same amount of food as this piece. It really doesn't look like it. Things to think about when you're dealing with fish. Questions on any of this good stuff? So tomorrow, like I said, you guys will get a flatfish, 4 fillets. You want to see the 4 fillets. Take the skin off of all those 4 fillets. You'll get the small branzino. Leave the skin on one of the fillets. Take the skin off of one of the fillets. And I'll show you what we're going to do with that later tonight. Salmon, we'll just figure out how much we got. If anybody really wants to volunteer, they can break that down. I want to make sure everybody gets in and gets to pull some pig bones out of it, though. And then everybody will get a nice piece that we'll fillet and make look like a steak for grilling off tomorrow night. If there is no questions, why don't you guys take...